Here we back with another interesting video. Now, I just want to give a disclaimer, man, because the other day I was accused of being a Democrat, socialist, liberal, you know what I mean, a communist, Marxist. When if you listen to my content, you know, bro, I'm the farthest thing from anything on the left. You know, I have nothing in common with the left. I do not identify with the left. But just because I do not identify with the left, that does not mean that I'm jumping head first into the right. No. My loyalty lies with only two things: my race and my family. That's the only thing I'm faithful to. I'm not faithful to a political party. I'm not faithful to a religion. I'm faithful to my family, my race, and my ancestors. That's it. But today, man, we got a very interesting topic, man. Now, you know, on my channel, we've been going back and forth about, you know, the alleged benefits of slavery. You know, I'm not entertaining none of that shit, man. Listen, I done read too many written accounts of people who actually, you know, went through slavery for me to ever entertain the notion of there being a benefit. Now, I know that slavery was different in different colonies, right? You see, the Spanish had a way of doing things, the Portuguese had a way of doing things, the French had a way of doing things, the British had a way of doing things, right? Now, we know that slavery in the Caribbean was especially brutal, right? I believe the lifespan of a slave in the Caribbean, it was like what, 2-3 years? When it came to the sugar plantations in the Caribbean, bro, within about 36 months, you pretty much be dead. So, you know, we don't ever talk about the benefits of slavery down there, because we know niggas wasn't even living long to have no goddamn benefits. Niggas was gonna die in like 30 months. But in the United States, it's a little different though. In the United States, they make slavery seem like it was an internship, an apprenticeship, you know what I mean? Like it was a job program, like it was summer camp. They really make it sound like niggas in North America had it good, boy. You know what I mean? They make it sound like niggas in North America was kicking their feet up, you know what I'm saying? Watching Netflix, doing their thing, you know, working 9 to 5, coming back home, making dinner, you know? They make it seem like North America had it the best. I don't get it, bro. Nowhere else do they try to, you know, sanitize the history. Everybody else in the Caribbean and in Latin America, they acknowledge, yeah, them folks, they was wilding out on them Africans. Well, besides the Spanish-speaking colonies, we know the Spanish-speaking colonies, you know, they integrated their slaves into their societies and they were not known to be as brutal. But even then, they don't really talk about the benefits of slavery. But in North America, there's this like constant effort to not only sanitize the historical record, but also to clean it up and actually make it seem like there was actually some benefits, you know? But anyways, and today we're going to talk about some of these Republican congressmen, right? Some of these Republican politicians, these black Republicans. Some of the black Republicans have actually spoken out about it. And on this video, we're going to look at some of the reactions they got, you know, because the Republican Party, they make it seem like we are the free thinkers, right? We are the party of free speech, you know, Second Amendment rights. We are Americans, you know, the Constitution gave us free speech, you know, freedom, liberty, democracy. That's what they, you know, posture themselves to be. But I told you on my channel, them niggas is no different than the left, right? If you do not agree, if you do not regurgitate the company lines, you will be ostracized. You will be publicly shamed. You will be publicly humiliated. You will be seen as an outsider, a turncoat, a traitor. It is similar to a cult, right? You can't be a free thinking black man for real on the right or the left, because the left, they're going to throw a bunch of labels on you. You transphobic, you homophobic, you a bigot, you this, that, or third. But on the right, they gonna say you a traitor, you a liberal, you a Democrat, you this, that, and third. It's all the same bullshit, my nigga. It's all the same bullshit. That's why I told you, I'm only loyal to my family, my race, and my ancestors. Everybody else, you can suck my dick. Now, let's get into it, man. Take a look up on the screen. We got Byron Donalds. I believe this is a black Republican politician, and he said this: the new African-American standards in Florida are good, robust, and accurate. That being said, the attempt to feature the personal benefits of slavery is wrong and needs to be adjusted. That obviously was not the goal, and I have faith that the Florida Department of Education will correct this. Now, listen, the brother did not disrespect anybody. You know, he was speaking like a diplomat. He was speaking like a politician. He was articulate. He was concise. He was to the point. He was respectful. He wasn't rambunctious. He didn't curse. He didn't offend anybody. He did not target anybody. So logically speaking, right, the party of the free thinkers and the free speech, he should be accepted for his beliefs, right? As an American citizen. You know, I'm not gonna call him a black man. I'm not gonna call him a black man because I know men like him. He don't want to be called a black man. He's an American. So as an American, you know, a citizen of the greatest nation in the world, as he would say, he should be entitled to his opinion, right? And his opinion should be respected, right? As an American. Now let's see the reactions that he got on social media. Let's see. Let's go. This lady said, it didn't take long for you to sell out, did it? Damn, bro. Sell out for what? Damn. Wait, I'm a black man. How is a white woman gonna tell a black man that you selling out? Bitch, you a white woman. Who the fuck are you telling me as a black man I'm selling out? See, that's why I can't get down with this party, bro. I can't get down with this shit. I can't imagine a world where a white woman is telling me that I'm a sellout because of my position on my own history. This is crazy. See, I can't get down with that shit, bro. I can't get down with no bullshit like that, man. For one thing, I'm not used to people telling me what to do, you know, especially not no white person. You know, I never worked for a white man a day in my life. You know, thank God for that. So I'm not used to white people telling me what to do. I'm not used to white people rebuking me. So I don't understand how y'all black Republicans be doing it, man. White folks just rebuking y'all like y'all some children and shit. I'm not used to it, bro. I'm not used to that shit at all, bro. I'm not used to that shit at all. That's why neither side really appeals to me. Because on the Democrat side, you know, the only archetype of black man they accept is the, you know, the intersectional, the globalist, you know, we are the world type black man, the homosexual black man. And on the right, you know, you basically got to be a spineless black man. You got to be a spineless jellyfish, never raise your voice, never voice any displeasure or disagreement. You know, you got to go along to get along. You got to keep your mouth shut. And when you do open your mouth, you got to speak in a humble tone. I'm a black man before anything. That's my number one title before anything. I'm a black man. And that's an honorable title to me. That's an honorable title. All them other titles don't mean shit to me. Democrat, Republican, Christian, Muslim, Haitian, Caribbean. I'm a black man before anything. Number one. You see, this brother right here, he is a Republican before he's a black man. That's why that lady told him, you selling out. That's why them white folks is rebuking him. Because he's not a black man. He's a Republican before anything. And that's why he deserves everything that he gets. Now, let's continue. Take a look up on the screen. This person said, you need to turn in your GOP card and go stand with Kamala Harris. Wow. GOP card. I thought, like I said, bro, these dudes ain't black men. You know what I mean? She didn't say go turn in your black card, go turn in your black man card. She said, turn in your GOP card, which means if you ain't going along to get along, if you ain't down for the ride, if you ain't sitting in the back seat shutting the fuck up, then turn in your GOP card. You ain't down with the squad. You ain't down with the team. That sound like some liberal shit to me. Sound like some Democrat shit to me. Oh, you ain't down with the LGBT? Get out of here. Go with the Republicans. You ain't down with the Mexican immigrants? Go be with the Republicans. You ain't trying to raise taxes? Go be with the Republicans. Turn in your Democrat card. It's the same energy on both sides. Oh, you ain't going along to get along? You ain't sitting down and shut up. Oh, go to the other side. Go to the other side. You ain't down with the squad. You see, you niggas be gangbanging with this politics shit. See, I don't get down with that shit, bro. I don't get down with that shit, man. I don't get down with that shit. I'm a black man before anything. And I'm going to defend the interests of my people before anything. Fuck a political party. Political party can suck my dick. Now let's continue. This person said, unbelievable, Byron. I used to respect you. Imagine being a black man and giving a fuck if a white woman respects you. Psh, I can't relate to that shit, bitch. I don't need your respect. Who the fuck do you think? Man, listen, bro. I can't be no Republican, man. Listen, my spine, I have a spine. That's the number one reason I can't be a Republican or a Democrat. I can't be like blindly following these political parties because I have a spine. I stand up straight, okay? I have a spinal cord and it works. I have a medulla spinalis, okay? That's the Latin term for spinal cord. Listen, my spinal cord is intact. I stand up straight. My shoulders back. You know what I mean? As a black man, I can't be getting down with these political factions in America because you have to sacrifice your dignity as a black man in some way, right? On the left, you got the white folks rebuking you if you ain't getting down with their ideology. On the right, you got the white folks rebuking you if you ain't getting down with the ideology. Bro, I'm not used to white folks rebuking me. I'm not used to that shit, bro. I didn't grow up getting bossed around by white folks, bro. Like, I can't do that shit, man. I can't do it, bro. I don't got the spirit of a slave, man. I don't got the heart of a slave, bro. I just don't. Like, I don't got what it takes to be blindly faithful to any of these political parties, man. I just don't. Let's continue. This person said, there are no African Americans, just Americans. God made us all different colors, but we are just Americans. You see, that's why I said the congressman right here, he's not a black man, because to be part of this political faction, you have to denounce your identity as a black man. You have to say, I'm not a black man. I'm not an African American man. You have to say, I'm an American. I'm an American. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian American man. That's the identity politics on the right. You cannot be a black man. You cannot walk in the door with your spinal cord intact, standing up straight, shoulders back. I'm a black man. You can't. You can't. You got to say, I'm an American. American, I don't see color. I'm a colorblind American. We all, God's children. That's the bullshit you got to run around saying. And I'm not going to say it as a black man. And I'm not going to say it as a black man. You see? I'm not going to say it as a black man. And on the Democrat side, they let you identify as a black man, but the interest, they only accept you advocating for black interests that does not rock the boat, right? That does not disrupt the current existing white power structure, right? At the end of the day, both sides are invested in maintaining the status quo, and the status quo is the political and economic dominance of the dominant ethnic group, which is the white Americans, the European Americans, right? That is their number one agenda on both sides. They both agree that we need to maintain the political and economic hegemony of European Americans in the United States. That's the one thing they agree on. Everything else they be battling, going back and forth, but that's the one thing they agree on. So you as a black man, there is no space in any of these political parties for the black man with pride and dignity with his spinal cord intact. It is what it is. Let's continue. This person said, dude, what happened to you that you would post this? Please tell me it was a staffer that you intend to fire before the end of the day. I respected you. I won't foreclose on you being unworthy of that respect until I see how you follow up on this. You see, that's why I can't get down with this shit, bro. I'm not used to some white man telling me you lost my respect. Like, bro, I'm a black man, bro. Who the fuck are you? Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm too arrogant to be a Republican, bro. I'm just, I don't know, man. I can't. You know, I just don't got what it takes, man. I don't got what it takes, man. I don't got what it takes to keep my head down and keep my voice low. Like, I'm gonna tell a white man, nigga, I don't need you for shit, motherfucker. I don't need you for nothing. Fuck out of my face. My net worth is probably higher than yours, bitch. Fuck out of here. Nigga, I could probably hire you. Weird looking motherfucker. Like, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it, man. I'm sorry. I'm too arrogant. I'm way too arrogant to be a Republican, man. I'm not humble enough. I don't got the humility necessary. I'm sorry. Let's continue. This person said, slaves who had skills became the foundation of the freedmen upper class. Something we rarely hear about. Now, listen, I'm patiently waiting for, bro, I've been listening to the arguments. I'm waiting for any benefit that they present to me that could not have been done back in Africa. They tell me, oh, the slaves learned how to blacksmith back in Africa. Nigga, we had blacksmiths back in Africa. We had African deities back in Africa that literally was like the god of blacksmithing. Like we had on them deities. Man, they telling me, okay, the slaves learned how to farm. They became farmers. Bruh, we've been farming since before Jesus Christ was walking around Bethlehem and Jerusalem. What the fuck? Yo, this crazy, bro. Every supposed benefit they present to me, number one, it was either already happening in Africa. It could have been, we could have done it back in Africa without having to go through the horrors of slavery to end up doing it. We could have just started it back in Africa without any of the Europeans' involvement. Like, they don't bring any benefit that it's like, okay, that makes sense. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all for that. No. In fact, I just dropped a video entitled Black Slave Owners and the Benefits of Slavery. And it basically talks about the only supposed black people, quote unquote, that benefited during slavery was the mixed race offspring of white men and black women, and also the black side chicks that white men had. So you had to be a white man's side chick or his bastard child to reap any true benefits of slavery. So a white man had to fuck my mom, or fuck my sister, or fuck my, or, you know what I'm saying? Had to fuck somebody in my family for me to, achieve some of these benefits. God damn. That's a crazy tax to pay. That's a crazy price to pay. So in order to unlock these benefits, I have to let the white boy fuck all the women in my family. Wow. Wow. Let's continue. And ironically, because I got his tweet up on the screen, this guy said the freedmen upper class. Who do you think the freedmen upper class was composed of? The mixed race sons and daughters of white men and the black mistresses that was sucking the white man's dick voluntarily. That was the upper class of the freedmen's. Yeah. And you see, in order to be down with this political faction, you have to ignore all of that historical nuance, and you just got to shut your mouth and go along to get along and be a spineless jellyfish. Oh yeah, the freedmen upper class. Yeah, the freedmen upper class, the black elite. Yeah. Because if you dare push back against them, they're immediately gonna treat you how they're treating Byron Donalds. They're gonna label you a traitor, a turncoat, a liberal, a Democrat, just because you don't agree that slavery carried benefits for your own people. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Anyways, let's continue. Take a look up on the screen. This person said, I'm very sure those skilled people never existed in Africa prior to slavery until they were forcefully shipped off to the new worlds to acquire all those carpentry, stone masonry, and blacksmithery skills, amongst other things they practiced in their native land for centuries. Let's continue. This person said, here comes the sellout. Pathetic, dude. Pathetic. Bro, I can't get down with that shit, bro. I'm just not accustomed to a white man rebuking me. Like, I never had a white man rebuke me since I was like in high school, you know, like when I had like white male principals and teachers and things like that and coaches. That was the last time a white man rebuked me, bro. A white man hasn't rebuked me in over 10 years, man. And I don't think a white man will ever rebuke me ever again until the day I die, because I don't really, like, my life is curated in a way to where I don't really, you know, I don't answer to no white people. You know, the white people that I'm around, I either do business with them, or they're either answering to me, or I'm a client, or I'm providing a service or a product. You know, I'm not really under the rulership of any white person. So I'm not accustomed to no, white man rebuking me, talking about, I lost respect for you. You're pathetic. You a sellout, bro. Yo, who the fuck are you? Yo, boy. Yo, you bugging the fuck out, bro. Listen, Byron Donalds, man, you a better man than me. I could never imagine being a black man. I'm accomplished. You know, I'm educated. You know, I'm out here doing my thing. I'm having money and power. I'm in politics. I'm in business. I'm getting money. I'm doing my thing. I'm fresh. My hairline intact. I'm not going bald. I'm young. I'm vibrant. I'm doing my thing. And a white man is rebuking me? Oh, boy. Yo, boy. Yo, I'm already an arrogant young brother. But imagine I was having power like that. I'm a congressman. I'm having money. I'm doing my thing. Bro, ain't no white man gonna talk to me any which way. Better not ever raise your voice to me ever in your life, bro. Ever in your life. You better address me with respect, nigga. Call me mister when you address me, bitch. Let's continue. This person said, Republicans promote a lot of affirmative action candidates and political figures and end up surprised when they do stuff like this. Damn, bro. The man didn't even disrespect anybody. Like I told you in the beginning, he addressed it in a very diplomatic, a very respectful, concise, articulate, straight to the point type of way. He didn't call anybody out. He didn't disrespect anybody. He even called the curriculum. He said the curriculum was good, it was robust, and it was accurate. I just have a problem with one thing. The one statement where they said there was personal benefits to slavery. He just said, listen, I don't agree with that, but everything else is good, it's robust, it's accurate, I'm with you. And then this white man says, you're an affirmative action candidate. You just a dumb nigga anyway. You're not even supposed to be in the position. You just a dumb nigga. Yo, boy. Listen, I don't know how y'all do it, man. But like I said, I told you, to be part of this political faction as a black man, you have to literally detach your spine from your body, and you have to like throw your spine in the garbage can. You know what I mean? You have to throw, bro, when the garbage collectors come on Tuesday and Friday, you gotta put your spine in front of the house so they can pick up your spine and throw it in the goddamn landfill, because you don't need it no more. You don't need your spine no more because you're a Republican now, so you don't need your spine. Listen, look how white man is talking to black men with money and power and prestige, saying, nigga, you an affirmative action candidate, you a dumb nigga. Why? Because he just disagrees with how the history of his people is portrayed in the school curriculums. Wow, man. Wow, boy. Wow. Huh. Wow. God damn. Let's continue. This brother said, I didn't know black people needed affirmative action to be a member of a political party. No, brother, no. That's not what he said. But to be a member of this political party, you need to know, as a black man, you need to know your place and to know when to sit down and shut up and sit in the back seat when grown folks is talking. Okay? That's what you have to understand. And if you don't do that, if you refuse to, sit your ass down and shut the fuck up and toe the party line, then they're going to remind you where your place is, right? They're going to tell you how they really feel. You see, if he was telling them what they wanted to hear, they'll be like, oh man, Byron, that's my dude right there. That's my guy right there. Yeah. I always knew he was solid. I always knew we could count on, man. It's Byron, man. That's Byron, the next coming of Clarence Thomas. Byron, that's my guy right there. Good Byron Donalds, yeah. Bro, but as soon as he didn't even disrespect his constituents. He didn't even say nothing. He said, yo, the curriculum is good, robust, it's accurate. I'm with it. I just don't agree as a black man that my ancestors benefited from what they went through, and they probably would have already been able to obtain those benefits back in Africa without the Europeans any goddamn way. They were probably already doing it without the Europeans any goddamn way. When the Europeans went to Africa, they saw them already doing it any goddamn way. That's all he said. He just said, look, I just disagree with that one statement, with that one stance. Everything else, I'm with you. And they said, nigga, you an affirmative action candidate. We should have never trusted you. Nigga, I can't believe I voted for you. You pathetic. You a sellout. You not getting my vote. God damn, boy. God damn. I could never imagine a white man talking to me like that. I could never imagine a white man yo, bro. Because me, I'm usually the one that's rebuking people. I'm usually the one that's giving out orders. I'm usually the one that's giving out direction. I'm not used to anybody coming down on me. Well, besides my father, but I'm not used to anyone coming down on me and rebuking me and telling me get back in line and telling me I lost respect for you and you pathetic. Bro, yo, this is crazy, boy. Let's continue. This person said multiracial societies are a disaster. God damn. Yo, but look, that is true conservative values though. That is true conservative values. That right there, I'm assuming this is a white man behind this account. That is true conservative values. Conservative values is, we don't want other groups, other races, other groups coming to our nation. We want to, maintain and conserve everything. Our political power, our economic power, our demographic power. We want to maintain and conserve all of that. So this is a true conservative stance, right? In every country you go, when you look at the conservative side of the spectrum, they have a similar mentality, right? Where I don't want to call it, xenophobia, but yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, there's a xenophobic element to all conservative politics because they want to conserve their power. They want to conserve their resources, right? So this is a true conservative stance. Yeah. But it's crazy because I guarantee if Byron Donalds was telling him what he wanted to hear, he would have been like, "Oh, Byron, he's true American, a sign of American excellence. Yes, this is what our forefathers wanted. Liberty, democracy. Yeah, the melting pot of America. We're the greatest country in the world." But as soon as Byron Donalds said something he didn't appreciate, all of a sudden, multiracial societies are now a disaster. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Just because one black man said, "Hey, I agree with everything you guys said. Just that one point right here, I just have a slight disagreement. But besides that, I'm all good." And just because Byron Donalds had the audacity to open his mouth and actually voice his opinion as a black man that did not toe the party line and go with the political ideology of his political faction, now multiracial societies are now a disaster. Now all the blacks and all the Asians and the Indians and all the non-whites, they need to be deported. The fuck, man. Let's continue, man. This person said, prominent black Republicans are constantly put in positions where they have to choose between their party and their community. And nearly every time they choose their community, they get attacked. It's embarrassing to see how the right is treating Tim Scott and Byron Donalds over this. Republicans want black Republicans to make inroads into the black community, while at the same time demanding that they destroy their credibility in their own community by forcing them to take positions that alienate them from the community in order to be a good Republican, right? A good Republican, not a good black man, not a good black man. That's the thing you got to understand. When you subscribe to these political factions, you have to denounce your identity as a black man, right? It's like when you become like born again with Jesus Christ, when you get baptized, right? You get washed away of your sins, right? You gotta denounce all that bullshit you were doing in the past. You gotta denounce the lifestyle you was living, and you gotta come into salvation, and you gotta embrace the biblical doctrine. It's the same thing with this Republican shit. Once you enter into this political faction, all that black shit, throw that shit in the trash, nigga. It's about being a good Republican. It's not about being a good black man. They don't care about that. They have no use for a good black man. What use does the Republican Party have for an intelligent black man who's articulate, who has dignity, who's well-read, who knows his shit, who got money, who got power, who's arrogant, who's willing to tell them what it is? What use do they have for a black man of that archetype? Like I told you, they're not on the market looking for that type of black man. Neither party is looking for that type of black man. The Democrats are looking for homosexual black men with high-pitched voices. They're looking for that's what they're looking for. They're looking for black men who like to cross-dress. They're looking for black men who have no bass in their voice. They're looking for black men who do not prioritize their race or their community or their people. intersectional black men who, want to form coalitions with different groups of people. That's who the Democrats are looking for. The Republicans are looking for a black man who doesn't see race, a black man who doesn't identify as a black man, but instead identifies as a Republican. They're looking for a black man, like I told you, who threw his spine in the goddamn trash, threw it on the goddamn curb for the goddamn garbage man to pick up and throw it away. They're not looking for a black man who could really, get up on a microphone and tell it like it is and really make inroads in the black community for real. Because in order to make inroads in the black community for real, you gotta push back on some of this rhetoric that the Republicans be coming with. And like I told you, if you push back against them, they gonna start talking about you an affirmative action candidate, you a dumb nigga, multiracial societies are a disaster. It's like with the flip of a switch or the hit of a button, they immediately go from singing your praises, loving on you, patting you on the back of their head, to just in one instant they start saying fuck you simultaneously. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But like I told you, it's a political faction. I thought it was the political faction of the free thinkers. Free speech, Constitution. Yeah, Constitution my nuts, nigga. I wipe my ass with that Constitution, nigga. That shit don't mean nothing. Y'all don't follow that shit. Y'all a bunch of, man, listen. Fuck out of here with that political propaganda garbage, nigga. The Constitution, free speech, free thinkers. Man, listen. Ain't no free thinking going on nowhere over there. On no political faction. Ain't no free thinking. They give you the manual, they tell you what to think, and you better follow the doctrine or get kicked out the club, nigga. That's what it is. Ain't no free thinking over there. No way. Let's continue. This person said, when you say choose your community, you mean choose your race. The scripture says, as Christians, oh my God, bro, I told you, in order to be part of this political faction, you have to identify as an American Christian man. You cannot identify as a black man. You cannot identify with your ancestry. You cannot identify with your ancestors. You have to identify with the good book of Jesus Christ and the American flag. Oh, say can you see? Nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. Wipe my nuts with that shit, nigga. Let's continue. This person said they was just patting him on the head during the Speaker of the House confirmation hearing. Now they're calling him a sellout. White affection is fickle. Man, I'm telling you, boy. Take a look up on the screen. Look how they patting my boy's head, man. When they loved him, when he was being a good Negro. You know what I'm saying? When he was being an obedient Negro who, threw his spinal cord in the garbage can, never raised his voice, very humble, very meek, very modest, never really tried to be a threatening black man. They loved him back then. Yeah, when he was towing the party line. Look at them, caressing him. Good boy. Yeah, it's a good boy. You know what I'm saying? They loved him. Look at all them white men surrounding him. Yo, look at all them white men surrounding him, bro. This shit look homoerotic. Look at all them white men, bro. This is crazy, bro. As a black man, I could never imagine being surrounded by a group of white men and they touching me and shit. yo, I'm sorry. I'm a black man, bro. I'm a black man with a superiority complex. I don't have an inferiority complex. I'm a black man with a superiority complex, unlike the average, individual who identifies as black in the modern day. The average individual who identifies as black in the modern day, they have what they call an inferiority complex. You see, I'm the exact opposite. That's why my message is so refreshing. People forgot what a black man sounded like. We've been so accustomed to all these spineless black men in the media, all these spineless black men with microphones who never wanted to really voice their opinions because they know if they do, then white folks gonna, put them back in line and embarrass them on the public stage. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We make black men great again. I gotta get a red hat that says make black men great again, man. Because the disrespect this brother is going through, an educated brother, an intelligent brother, a brother of West African ancestry, which means he is physically superior to the men that are tapping him on the head. He's physically superior to the men that are currently rebuking him. Right? We don't got to get into the science. We already know, physically, yes, we can see by the results in the sporting world, the men of West African ancestry. Listen, physically, when it comes to the European, you have no business to be raising your voice to me as a man of West African descent. Watch your mouth, bitch. Now, listen, they sit here minimizing his brother, rebuking his brother, calling him all sorts of names as if he is not an accomplished black man, an intelligent, educated black man with money and power and prestige and notoriety. This is insane. But this is what you go through when you subscribe to these political factions. Now, let's continue. This person said, the minute he asserts himself, they couldn't wait to get him. Look at the comments. Exactly, bro. I'm telling you, I told you, if he was saying what they wanted to hear, they would have loved him. They would have called him a model American, a true American, a real patriot. But because he dared to open his goddamn mouth, now they put him back in his goddamn place. Jesus Christ. Now let's continue. This lady said, good things come from horrific circumstances all the time. This has been true since the dawn of time. Unwind the twist in your panties and calm down. Golly, bro. First of all, take a look up on the screen. Look at this. Look at this white lady. Look at Becky up on the screen right here talking to this educated black man like he's a goddamn homeless bum on the side of the road and shit like that. This is crazy, bro. So to be part of this political party, I gotta let white men and white women talk to me like I'm a dog, like I don't know who I am. Wow, bro. Hey, yo. I'm sorry, man. I'm entirely way too arrogant for any woman, white woman, black woman, Asian woman, Latina woman. You gonna address me with respect every time you open your mouth, and that's what it's gonna be, and we gonna leave it at that, bro. If in order to join the Republican faction, I gotta let women talk to me crazy. I thought this was the conservative party where, you know, conservative values, family values, traditional values, where men are supposed to be respected. Oh, I get it. Only white men are respected. Yeah, only the white man, not the black man. Yeah, not the black man. You see, that's why I can't get out with none of these political factions, because the black man is not respected on either side of the political aisle, the right or the left, the right or the left. They look down on the black man on all sides, man. On all sides. I'm telling you, on the left, you got to be homosexual. On the right, you got to be a spineless jellyfish with no spine and no dignity, and you got to walk like a hunchback and your head down. I can't do it, bro. I can't do either one, man. I can't do either one. I'm loyal to like I said, my family, my race, my ancestors, and my personal interests. I'm not tied to any political faction. Like I told you, these political factions, they can suck my dick. I'm not loyal to nan one of them. I'm only loyal to my interests. And when it comes to my respect, that's non-negotiable. That's non-negotiable. And unfortunately, when I examine the right side of the political spectrum, I don't see black men getting their respect, and I don't see black men demanding their respect. And when I do see black men demand their respect, I see white men and white women come together to smack them like a bunch of bitches. Now let's continue. This person says a man who never in his entire life read a true writing from a slave. It's an unpopular fact, but many slaves were treated like family. Many slaves actually stayed and lived on the owner's land with their owner after the Emancipation Proclamation. I read many of these. Now, listen, I mentioned this earlier in the video. For whatever reason, the United States is the only place, the United States and also the Spanish colonies, these are the only place where I hear people talk about, you know, the slaves was like family. The slaves was learning skills. The slaves was at summer camp and the job apprenticeship and the internship, and they was learning how to blacksmith, and they was learning stone masonry, and they was learning how to, you know, do all this high tech shit. But bro, I'm telling you, I don't get it. You know, they make slavery in North America sound like it was a vacation, bro. Like it was the place to be. Like if you were a slave in the other parts of the New World, it seems like you wanted to be in America, because apparently the American slaves, they had it popping, bro. Because when I read the slave writings from the Caribbean, oh my God, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm talking about, you know, little 8-month-old babies getting beat to death. You know, 15-year-old black girls getting, you know, beat to death, burned to death. You know what I mean? You know, black women being forced to eat feces. Bro, I'm not going to go into it, bro. Like, listen, bro. It seems to me, according to white folks, according to the conservatives, that the North American slaves, they had it the best, bro. Y'all niggas was living VIP. You know what I'm saying? VIP, 5-star service. And the rest of us in the other colonies, we were just downtrodden and fucked up. But y'all had it good, apparently, according to the conservatives. Now, let's continue. Now, take a look up on the screen. This is another black conservative brother who goes by the name of Wesley Hunt. He said this: as the direct descendant of a slave, I have a hard time understanding DeSantis' position that transferable skills learned in bondage are somehow a net benefit. This lady said, Wesley, I contributed to your campaign. You are a strong voice, but this is a distortion. Come on. Now, listen, how can you work in the interests of black folks when your money is coming from white folks? Take a look up on the screen. This is the lady that was rebuking that brother, right? Now, let me go look up the brother's credentials for this white lady who has the audacity to, you know, rebuke this man as if he is a hoodlum on the street, as if he is a vagrant living behind a dumpster who is not contributing to society. Let's see the credentials of Mr. Wesley Hunt to see if this white lady has any right to open her goddamn mouth to this black man. Let's see. This brother right here has a master's of business administration, a master's of public administration. He is a graduate from the United States Military Academy. So this brother right here, he's a military man. He got his master's degree from the Ivy Leagues. This brother is the top of the top black man, the top of the top, the cream of the crop, the big shot, the big man. And this white lady has the unmitigated gall to open her mouth and rebuke this man. Who do you think you're talking to, lady? Bro. But hey, man, listen. When you take money from the white community, you got to do the bidding of the white community, right? If you taking money from the white community, you cannot work in service of the black community, because you have to understand where your bread is buttered, man. You are not a free, independent black man. You are tied down. You are shackled down. You have masters. You have handlers. You have people who you answer to, and they're not black. They're white. Yeah. So you got to toe the line, and you got to stay in line, or they're going to put you back in line. And that's a fact. Now, let's continue. This person said, if it weren't for slavery, your parents would never have met you, and you wouldn't exist. Now, this white man just told this Ivy League educated, West Point graduate, master's degree having, cream of the crop, top of the top black man that he needs to be grateful for slavery, because without slavery, he wouldn't exist. I'm not even going to provide any commentary on that. Listen, like I told you, in order to be part of this political faction as a black man, you have to detach your spine from your body, put your spine in the trash, wrap up the goddamn trash bag, and put it on the goddamn curb for the garbage collector to come pick up. That's what you have to do in order to be compatible with this political party. You have to deal with white women talking to you like you a broke bum. You got to deal with white men telling you that you better be grateful for slavery, because without slavery you wouldn't exist. And bro, you have to deal with white women telling you you better say what I want you to say because I paid you money. Like, bro, this is not a way to live as a black man. This is no way to live as a black man. A black man of this caliber should not have to go through this. A black man of this caliber should be living like a goddamn king everywhere he goes. Every morning he wakes up. You should not be getting rebuked by a bunch of Europeans. It's not a way to live, bro. It's no way to live, bro. Black men deserve better, man. That's all I'm saying. Black men deserve better than this. And I can't even do nothing but shake my head, man, because shit crazy, bro. Shit crazy. I'm not used to anybody talking down on me like this, bro. Y'all boys be getting smacked up like y'all ain't shit. I'm talking about these are the cream of the crop black men, top of the top, bro. From the Ivy League to the West Point graduate, bro. Military men for the United States Army, like, bro. God damn, they don't even respect their military veterans, bro. They don't even respect their Ivy League military vets, boy. If they don't respect their Ivy League military vets, then you know that they have no respect for the average black man on the street. Shit crazy, bro. Let's continue. This person said, your ancestors were sold as chattel property by tribal chiefs in Africa. They were moved to this nation in servitude, and eventually 360,000 white Union soldiers died in the course of setting them free. You are here. That's the silver lining. Wow. So first it was that other white man telling him that if slavery didn't happen, you better be grateful because without slavery you wouldn't exist. And now they took it a step further. They said, listen, they took it all the way back to the original, the old school. They took it back to the old school. The Africans sold the Africans. You were sold as chattel property by the tribal chiefs in Africa. The tribal chiefs. And you came here and we freed you. The white men freed you. It was the tribal chiefs in Africa that sold you. But we freed you because we loved you and we Americans. Like I said, bro, I'm not used to people just disrespecting me, talking to me like I ain't shit. I'm just not used to it. That's why I can't really get down with that political faction. Like, they just openly talk to you like you ain't shit, even though you're like one of the most accomplished black men walking the earth. They talk to you like you a fucking bum. Shit, wow, boy. I'm way too arrogant to fuck with that side of the political spectrum. I'm just too arrogant. I'm an arrogant motherfucker, bro. Not only am I an arrogant black man, but I don't carry an inferiority complex at the same time. So we just wouldn't be able to be compatible, bro, because the only way as a black man to have the credentials that these men have, to have the connections that these men have, to have the money and prestige that these men have, to have the accomplishments that these men have, and for you to allow just random regular white folks that work at the post office, that drive the bus, for you to allow them to talk to you like you just a dog, like you ain't shit. I just refuse to. I just can't do it, man. I just can't do it, bro. I just can't do it. Like I said, I'm only loyal to my family, my race, and my ancestors. That is my foundation. That is my foundation to everything. That's my basis right there. My family, my race, my ancestors. That is my guiding light. And it's never led me in the wrong direction, bro. Now, last tweet. This person said, What gets me is how white people want to have discussions about how slavery benefited us, but they never want to talk about the labor that made them and their families lots of money. Don't want to have discussions on reparations or economic solutions either. And yes, that's what makes this discussion so crazy, because people are talking about the benefits of slavery, and so many white people are on one accord talking about, yeah, the blacks benefited from slavery. Blacks benefited from slavery. But those same white folks, they will tell you, I didn't benefit from slavery. I didn't benefit. I didn't own slaves. I didn't own slaves. I didn't do nothing. I didn't get no inheritance. I didn't get no money. I didn't benefit at all. But they'll tell you, the black man, you benefited though. You should be grateful for slavery, because without slavery, you wouldn't exist. Without slavery, you were sold to the tribal chiefs and we freed you from slavery in the Civil War. They'll quickly tell you that you benefited from slavery. But if you tell them, no, actually, brother, actually, the people who benefited from slavery was, the big white man that had the big mansion and the big plantation, and he was making all the goddamn money. Yeah, he was the one that really benefited. No, he didn't benefit. No, we didn't benefit at all. Reparations? For what? I didn't benefit. You weren't a slave. You weren't there. But when it comes to you, yeah, you benefited. Yeah, you benefited. You learned how to you learned how to blacksmith. You learned how to ride a horse. You learned how to read and write. Man, we helped you out, man, because back in Africa, you were just a dumb nigga swinging from trees. So, without us, man, without us coming with, our innovation and our genius, you would have still been, back in Africa scratching your ass. You know what I mean? Scratching your ass, chasing lions and tigers with a stick, because you're a primitive Negro. That is what they feel. That's what they truly feel. And you, as a black man, you have to, like I said, remove your spine from your body, and you have to go along to get along. But anyways, it's your boy Nefikari Desalane back in the building. Yes, indeed. I didn't expect this video to be so long. But anyways, man, I'm gone. Peace. Cash App up on the screen. Gone. Peace.
Reincarnated, I'm back in original fashion. I left on a horse and came back in the ass, and I left with abundance and came back to famine. We used to be pyramids, now we be rapping. Look how the mighty have fallen. Used to be running, now we be walking. When you be cooning, that's when they applauded. Selling your soul, your sons and your daughter. Gotta come up in this shit, they stuck in the mix. Really, my heart to be breaking. That's why I'm stacking that paper and handle my business. Pass it down in generation. Talking about money and power and building a nation. That's a deadly combination. Never be watching the TV, they pushing agendas, falsifying information. Know they got malice intentions. Step in the room and I'm feeling the tension. Enemy watching, he blocking my vision. Get for the check cause I need my redemption. Building my kingdom, I need it protected. Ready for war like a young Money Congo. Never decided the team is the motto. Up in the crib and I'm whipping up waffles. Up in the crib and I'm smoking gelato. I'm chilling, I'm taking my pain and make it ambition. I'm blessed by the gods, but I ain't religious. I came for the power, they came for the bitch. They making no hourly wage, I got business. This is an art and they could never be taught. Selling my soul, I can never be bought. Play with my money, I see you ain't caught. Run to the check and I do it for sport. Babylon falling, I go to the source. Packing my luggage and go overseas. Shorty be with me and she so elite. Shorty be chocolate, I'm calling her Hershey. Secret intelligence probably gon' murk me. Don't fuck with brands cause nigga I'm Haitian. Say the wrong shit and get smack in their faces.